Well, I'd like to thank everybody for ordering the beautiful sun. It was one of the most beautiful sunsets or sunrises I've seen for a long time this morning. We came from -degree weather, so this is phenomenal. So thank you for having us. Everybody's been fantastic so far. So with that, I'll open it to questions.
I guess, Coach, just talk about your defense and what are the keys on Friday?
Well, I believe the keys, we're playing the, I believe, number 3 offense in the country. And, we got to do a great job of stopping their quarterback, who's a tremendous player, a 5th-year senior. And they have a great running back also. So they have one of the premier running offenses in the country. So I believe we have to stop the run. And that's what we try to do at Pitt. And so, as usual, that is our number 1 goal.
How difficult has been work right here? How difficult has been work without Kenzie, the defensive line tackle? How difficult has been work without him?
Well, Kalijah's a phenomenal player. When you get a consensus All-American like him, it's a tough loss. The thing is that's nice for us is that we've been playing without him for a while. He got hurt several weeks ago, so we actually played the Miami game without him. So we've been working just as we do. The nice thing for us on defense is we rotate a lot of players. So Kalijah wasn't the only starter that we have, and so we've got a lot of kids who've started a lot of games, a lot of depth there, but certainly he is a tremendous loss.
Coach, you've been at Pitt for 5 years now and been part of a lot of success. I guess maybe talk about that, and you guys have built a nice, consistent program now.
Yes, sir. We like to think that consistency is our motto, and over the last 5 years, I believe we've been pretty good with that. Unfortunately, we didn't get 11 wins this year like we did last year, but we're certainly striving for that. And I believe, quite frankly, to this group, we're one of the better developmental schools in the country. What I mean by that is we lose Kalijah, we've lost several All-Americans. We've got probably a dozen kids that are playing in the NFL just in the time that I've been here, and we've replaced them with other kids, and I believe that our staff does as good a job as anybody in the country of developing guys. We don't necessarily always go out to the portal to get guys. We're developing guys, and I'm excited to see our next group, our next flight of young men, play against UCLA's offense this week.
Coach Narduzzi says the RTA is like Cunningham, the Louisville quarterback in the kind of quarterback on field. What's the key to stop his offensive this Friday?
Well, he's a tremendous thrower, and he also creates on passes with his feet. I think he's a good runner, and they have some run plays, but I think he is a game breaker on basically broken plays where you're trying to sack him and he breaks free, and you can't cover everybody and stop him at all times. So keeping him in the pocket and keeping him from making big plays with his feet on pass plays, I think is really critical. So that's something we really spend a lot of time on.
Thank you.
Coach, you had 2 of your players get a ride with the basketball coach from here at the local universities, UTEP. Can you speak on anything of that? Did you talk to the players? Anything about that at all?
The guys said that I have not met the coach, but we really appreciate what he did, and quite frankly, in our profession, I don't expect anything less. I'm sure he is a fantastic coach, but the beautiful thing about college coaches is they're also great people. And so for him to pick those kids up and really welcome them into his car and drive him all that way was phenomenal. And so we really want to thank him a lot, and I know Coach Narduzzi at some point is hopeful to meet him, but we really appreciate what he did, and it was a great thing to be able to do that.
Do you consider it a Christmas miracle?
A Christmas miracle, absolutely, no doubt. It's ironic that he was there, and they were all trying to get to the same place, and so we've all seen those Christmas movies where guys are trying to get somewhere, and maybe this was another one someday.
Coach, you've been here before. Can you talk about the experiences outside of the game
Yeah.
that you've already had this year and the last
For
time?
sure. I think the Sun Bowl is one of the best bowls in the country. You guys have great events. We get to see the troops. We get to go to events as we did last night at the museum. I think, what is this, 89th year of it? And there's a reason for that, because you guys do such a great job of organizing it. We're constantly going to great events, and I know our kids have had a great experience already so far, and I know they will continue.
Coach, I guess every team's probably a little bit like UCLA has a little bit of their philosophy, but does UCLA remind you of one team more than any other that you played this year?
Probably the closest is Louisville, because Louisville had the same type of athlete at quarterback. I think they're probably very similar to the Louisville team, quite frankly.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, if you want to go ahead and take that opening statement as well.
Sure. Frank Signetti, offensive coordinator. I tell you what, man, it's just awesome to be here. The hospitality has been unbelievable, and looking forward to having a great game.
Coach, Nick Patty is ready to do his job the Friday at noon. How do you feel that the offensive, the connection with Rodney Hammond and the connection with Jared?
Well, you know, Nick's a veteran. He's been at the University of Pittsburgh for a long time. He's a winner. He's a leader. His teammates respect him. His teammates believe in him. We are really excited. I know I'm personally very excited to have coached him these last couple weeks as the starting quarterback. We're excited to see, you know, Nick go out there and lead us. You know, Nick's been out there with Rodney and Jared and Gavin and all these guys all year, and not just this year, but some of these guys in the past. They have great belief in Nick, and I know Nick has great belief in them.
I guess, Coach, yeah, obviously with a couple guys out at quarterback and running back, you guys, I guess, next man up for you guys.
Absolutely.
Just talk about how practice has gone leading up to the Sun Bowl.
Well, you know what? We've had great preparation. Coach Narduzzi put together a great schedule. Prior to Christmas, we got a lot of good work in, and the work we're getting here in El Paso has been outstanding. Today will be our second day. And the players have done a great job. You know, we talk about as coaches, our job is to teach this great game. You know, like Randy said, hey, you know, we got great teachers here at Pitt. We're coaches. The fundamentals and the techniques, and the players, their responsibility is to prepare to perform. And our players have done such a great job with their preparation prior to Christmas, and then coming in here with yesterday's practice and this morning's meetings.
Sure. I guess from a defensive perspective, I guess, what does UCLA bring to the table? Just, you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm really impressed with UCLA, and this one's a little close to my heart because our defensive coordinator, Billy McGovern's a good friend of mine. He's a great coach. Coached with him in the National Football League. You see it show up on tape, multiple fronts, multiple coverages, multiple pressures. They do a great job coaching. They're talented. Their defensive line is athletic. They got linebackers that can run, and they got a secondary that does a really good job covering. So, you know, this is going to be a great game. This is what you look forward to at the end of the year, playing a good opponent and going out there and playing some ball.
Coach, I know Pittsburgh's your hometown, so obviously you're there. What does this mean to be part of this program again? I know you've been there before. So.
Wow, you know, third time coaching at Pitt. I was born in Pittsburgh when my dad coached at Pitt. My brothers coached at Pitt. I've been there 3 times. You know, I cannot thank Coach Narduzzi enough for bringing my wife and my kids and myself back to the city of Pittsburgh and the University of Pittsburgh. It's been truly a blessing. I love the university, love the program. I could talk all day about that question, but it means a lot to us. We're blessed and we're very thankful for Coach Narduzzi.
Do you have a particular favorite memory from over through the years, or memory? I'm sure there's a lot. But.
Wow, there's so many, because, you know, I was that young kid that was like 4 years old going up to Old Pitt Stadium, you know, when my dad coached at Pitt, and, Then my father became the head coach of West Virginia, so I was on the other side of the backyard brawl watching Tony Dorsett and the legends. The University of Pittsburgh's had the greatest players to ever play college football. Tony Dorsett and Hugh Green and Ricky Jackson and those guys. Have great memories. Have great memories when I was here in 1989 at the Sun Bowl. We played Texas A&M, beat Texas A&M here. It was what an unbelievable game, what an unbelievable week we had of hospitality. When I was here in 2009 and 10 with Coach Wanstead, we were co-Big East champions 2 years in a row, and we had a great group of guys. And the thing I've enjoyed about Coach Narduzzi is he's built a championship program the right way. Our kids come to work, and they love coming to work. The positive energy. And once again, Coach Bates said it, we have great coaches and teachers here. And there's something special with the University of Pittsburgh, and Coach Narduzzi's done an unbelievable job building the culture.
It sounds like you've been to El Paso quite a bit. Do you have a favorite thing, food, person?
I've been here a couple times because I coached at Fresno State, and we played UTEP here a couple times. And we came away with some great victories against UTEP. But man, just the food and the culture, it's special. Just like last night, the event we were at, and I think everyone that was there was so impressed with the talent, the shows and the skits that were put on. It was really special.
And then you had one player come back with Coach Golding. Did you talk to that one player at all about his experience coming back with Coach Golding?
I have not, but so thankful. Christmas miracle. Christmas is about miracles, and it just shows you what a great man he must be. Not only a good basketball coach, but what a great person to help others.
Any other questions?
The last time Pittsburgh in Sun Bowl is 1 point the difference to win or lose. This time the game expects a very big game, the best game in the last years in the Sun Bowl. How do you feel to be part of this huge game against Pittsburgh and 18 of the nation?
Wow, it's a great challenge. And really every Saturday is. Nothing comes easy in football. It's great to be here at the Sun Bowl. It's such a historic bowl game. And we're looking forward to having a great game against UCLA.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
Hey, you all have a great day, huh?
Yeah, you too.